Howdy y'all, welcome back to Maverick Mods. Today I'm going to take one door apart the hard way, the other door apart an easier way. Should be entertaining, so let's get started. Alright, as you can see, wiring harness on this is just a mess. At this point, I'm really hesitant to try and hook any power up to this, even though door panel's still on, window controls are in the center console, they are hooked up, but I stand just an equal chance of finding a positive and a ground and getting the windows down versus setting this thing on fire. So we're gonna, a lot of times it's difficult to get the door panel off with the window up, but we're gonna give it a try. I'm using a regular manual screwdriver this time because I have no idea what I'm dealing with here. Strap is loose. There's usually a couple of clips. These might be metal clips. Well, they're gone on this side, so there's one over here, but that might be a screw back here too. It kind of feels like it might be a screw. Oh, we got two more screws down here. That's it. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Now, a lot of times you push a little bit and you get it right over the little catches there, and the door panel comes right off. Kind of a first look at the inside of the door. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing. I don't see any rust, I don't see any rot so far, just from a visual inspection. What on earth is this? Okay, you got to see this. Normally, these windows will have a felt stop like this one that keeps the window from rattling. It's anti-rattle. Here, I think this is a piece of carpet. It looks suspiciously like this. So there and here. Okay, now I have no idea. I'm sorry, but I have no idea. That's sort of an innovative way to do it, but I think those parts are actually available. We're gonna find out. Could probably use my jump pack to do this, but this battery is easily accessible. Here goes nothing. Well, it's possible these motors are locked up. It has been, what did we say? 30 years since it's been on the road. If that 1993 sticker is right. Okay, plan B. As soon as I think of it. All right, by unbolting most of the regulator, I did manage to slide the window around enough to get the front bolt out of the channel. You know, that's a fairly neat solution, but I think those little felt pads are available, so I think we'll go back with those. Note to self, order felt pads. All right, let's see if I've got enough room to wiggle this window out of the sliders. There you have it. One window glass intact. There you have it. That's one way to remove a window if your electric windows don't work. There's probably 15 or 18, maybe 19 better ways to do it than that. But once I got down the rabbit hole, I pretty much committed myself. So let's move on. All right, I gave up on trying to get that last screw out of the bolt out of the regulator here. Time for the grinder. Well, ain't that something? So it dawned on me after I tried to get the window to move, the window motor to move yesterday, that GM in its infinite wisdom way back in the day used to pop rivet the motors and the regulators onto the inner door shell. And after 30,000-40,000 miles, a little bit of rust corrosion would build up and the power window would stop working. So the usual solution was, before we figured this out, was just to replace the motor, when in reality it was just a bad ground. Of course, by replacing the motor, you had to drill the pop rivets out, replace them with screws, so you solved the bad ground problem in the process. So we probably threw away a lot of perfectly good door motors back then. So when I was playing with the driver's motor yesterday, it dawned on me that perhaps I just wasn't getting a good ground. So we're going to try it again today, see what happens. Hey, what you know? I'll bet that driver's motor is good too. All right, let's start working on getting some of this hardware out. And now that I got the window down, I can actually get to these nuts, but I didn't bring the right socket. Still looking for the right tools. I swear if my head wasn't bolted to my neck, I'd have lost that too. This is so much easier when you can move the window. All right, let's get the regulator out. Well, if I don't have to grind a bolt out today, I'll be happy. And I didn't, so I'm happy. There we go. One regulator. Okay, next I'm going to start stripping the interior. Step one, I'm going to go ahead and remove the driver's side door, since I've already got it taken apart. Got the window out. You can see It doesn't look like this has ever been off. Not a problem there. I'm just going to take the bolts out of the cowl, leave the hinges on the door. Do you have to remember, take the wiring harness out? That's kind of embarrassing when you're holding a 80-pound door and it's hanging on by 2 wires, and the 2 wires are stronger than the 80-pound door. Okay, I pre-positioned the floor jack just to help support the door. Back in my younger days, I might have been able to manhandle that, but you know, these days, why? So, I'm going to get the back. Let's undo the wiring harness. Just like I said I was going to. Now, let's take some bolts out. I'm taking the back 2 out, leaving the front, top and bottom in. Now I'll position the jack. Now, maybe I can do this without dropping the door. Let's find out. Loose. Loose. Now what we can do, see if I've got it fairly well balanced, which I don't. So let's see if I can move the jack a little bit. All right, we're down to 1 bolt. Do or die. All right. 80-pound door. Might not be 80, but it feels good. Same drill as before, pre-position the jack so it can hold the weight of the door. That might not have been me that stripped that. That might have been stripped when it went back together the first time. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Door lock works. See how my balance is. Well, okay on the bottom. Let's go ahead and get it out. Done. All right, so I got a hold of the door. And as you can tell, I forgot the wiring. Told you, in little bitty wires. All it takes to stop you in your tracks. Doors are off. Now we can get the back seat out, get the console out. Keep on going to the interior.
Well, today we saw an easy way to take a door apart, not so easy way to take a door apart, but in the end, it all worked out. Next episode, we'll get the rest of the interior stripped out, so we've got an idea of what we've got to work with. Please like, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate you watching. We'll catch you the next time.